All right, preparing for a collapse. Are you ready for a financial collapse, or how about a long-term grid down scenario, or massive food shortages and empty store shelves? Well, you probably experienced a little bit of that last year in 2020 when you went to the grocery store and people were panicking and buying all the canned foods, and a lot of the shelves empty, no toilet paper. It's pretty crazy, and I imagine we're going to have more of that coming up here pretty soon. So review the lost ways too. So if your answer to any of the prior questions was no, then you may find a lot of value in the lost ways too. And really, can we ever be too ready? One vital miss can mean your life or the life of one of your family members is in a disaster scenario. So what I've done here is create a quick review so that you can decide for yourself if the book is for you or not. You're going to learn what is inside the book and my thoughts on it overall, and I plan for this to be quick and concise so you can make a decision. So my name is Rob Mitchell, and I'm the creator and owner of FoodCrisisPrepping.com. I believe it is the responsible thing to do for as many families as possible to be prepared for a disaster scenario, and this means having your three basics covered: food, water, and shelter, and having those resources to supply you for at least a year or more. The reason I say that is because the more people that are prepared, the less thievery we have going on, desperate people, and ultimately death. We want to limit that as much as possible. So I want to spread the word, and all my family and friends, and you guys as well. So, what you'll learn from the book. These are just some of the things that you'll learn inside of the book. How to make 6 pounds of charcoal the old-fashioned way. How to make your own gas mask. How to create your own homemade water filters. How to make your own activated charcoal pills for intoxications, and how to preserve meat for a year with lard. How to find edible plants in the wilderness that you can use to support your food storage. How to preserve half of a pig for a year without refrigeration. I say without refrigeration because, we could have a grid down scenario either from a solar flare, which we're due for, or an EMP, an attack from a different country. We're very fragile in our grid. Learn to sharpen blades like the samurai did. How to wax cheese. How to build a cabin like the early settlers to North America. How to make the Incan survival food. How to dig your own well like the pioneers did. And a lot more. I didn't put everything in here, but I mean, just those bullet points by themselves is plenty. So, how much does it cost? So, the digital book is $37. If you like to get the physical book as well, it's $8.99 for shipping, so it's $37 plus $8.99. So your purchase also comes with the no questions asked 60-day money-back guarantee. I suggest that you get the physical book as well, and the reason I say that is if we do have a EMP or solar flare event, then all of your electrical or your electronic devices aren't going to work. So if you just got an e-book, then you're not going to be able to access that, and you're going to need to have this book in a disaster scenario to reference and to survive and thrive on. So are there any bonuses? Yeah, there's 2 bonuses. The first one's a book, How to Become Self-Sufficient on 4 Acres of Land. This is for you people out there that have some property and want to get the maximum amount you can out of it. Bonus 2, what do you need to have ready before an EMP? And this will help you again in that EMP scenario to be able to survive and thrive in that. So honestly, I suggest this book because it's got everything you need to do very well and to live without power, and to be able to live off grid if you'd like to. And it covers the 3 basics: food, water, and shelter. That's all covered in this book to a great extent, and I highly suggest this to anybody, and that includes my friends and family, anybody that can get their hands on it. And for the price of $37, you can get a few pizzas with that on Friday, or you can get a book that's going to help you to survive a possible imminent disaster that we could be coming here. I mean, this is serious. So that kind of answers the question there. Is it worth it? Well, I'm talking about life and death here, and that's an easy question, at least for me. Yes, it is worth it, and $37 is really not that much. So to get your copy and get started with some of these great preps today, click the link below the video in the description. And I hope this review was helpful for you, and happy prepping. Take care.